hell's going on? Sorry. What's up? I'm having major technical difficulties here. What is going on? Tuesday night. The weather's about to turn to poo-poo on us. Let me see. Everything's working here. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, that's just sent on YouTube anyway. Okay. All right. I was just making sure. I couldn't remember if I was going to be on Facebook and YouTube, but it looks like just YouTube. The way I set it up didn't work out so well, evidently. Anyways, you're holding out to make sure nobody's here. Yeah. I see there's two people here. At least that's what it says. That can be flawed sometimes, that's for sure. Actually, I can click here and pull this side up. What's going on, Don? Thanks for the deer meat, by the way. Haven't had a chance to use it yet because we have so many leftovers from New Year's. I did a big pork butt and still eating on that. I'll definitely be making some chili with that here soon for sure. So, get all my crap together here. Put my phone over here. I got too much stuff going on here. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it looks really good actually. Yeah, she did a good job packaging it and stuff because it was most of the way frozen when it got here. That was pretty sweet. Still nursing this freaking cold. I don't know what the hell it is, but everybody's got it. But anyways, yeah, it's just been a weird week weather. Did you guys get snow the other night when that storm moved through? Dawn in Pennsylvania, at least. I saw some down in Tennessee, but I didn't know if you guys got any of it as it crept through. I think we've got some coming Thursday again too, don't we? Maybe. I don't remember. Man, that model box is lit up like it's a neon screen. It's weird. It's like I think it's reflecting off the monitor. Just down in the teens, yeah. Yeah, it came through pretty quick. I know that. Excuse me. Yeah, I think Thursday there's supposed to be a storm coming through. We're going to get some of it, but it looks like south and east of us is going to be worse than what we're going to get. So, excuse me. Anyways, and then it's going to get cold too, like single digits, I think, here at least. Which we usually get that for a couple weeks, and that's about it, you know. Excuse me. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like the doctor, you know, it's just an educated guess. They really don't know exactly what's wrong or what's going on, but here's my guess. And if I'm wrong, well, tough shit. So, you know, that's what you get. Man. Oh, anyways. Anyways, I've been working on a project. I was hoping we'd have. I'll probably wait and see if we get any more people in. If not, you'll be the only one to see it. For now, at least. Well, the people that are watching, at least. Dan says he's at work. So I'm like, well, shit. I'm not even running my little banner thingy. What's going on here? I'm gonna fix that. Where is it? Oh, Happy New Year, but yeah, good enough. Good enough. Man. Looks like it's working. Yep. Yeah, everything's working. Everything is working. Just everybody's quiet. Anyways, so you know when you're putting your car together and trying to remember, like when you're doing the job, you know, you make yourself a list, like, you know, drain the fluids, take the motor. This is for when you're doing like an engine, you know, tearing the engine out of a car. You make one of these cardboard things like all the guys on TV do, and then you just mark it off. You know, yeah, I got all this, and this. And then it's like you get a different year engine or whatever, and then you write everything in a notebook, and you know you got shit scratched in there, and you got receipts and whatever, and you never can quite remember what everything was, or when you got it, or where you got it, or what kind of car it came out of. So I've been working on this, the Jason's Garage car build journal. So it's like 107 pages. It's on Amazon. I have some too. I did. Oh, and then my t-shirts. They're on eBay at Jason's Garage Inc. That's the sales name, where you can just look up Jason's Garage Inc. It's the only thing on there for sale. But like, anyways, you've got. This is not working very well, but you know, you got your vehicle, all your vehicle information, what you bought, vehicle type, what, you know, is that a daily driver, race car, what frame it came out of. You put some pictures in there, you know, and then all the engine specs, you know, what block it is, what year it is, the cylinder heads, the rods, the push rods, the cylinder head stuff, camshaft stuff, transmission stuff, front diff, transfer case, rear diff, that's four-wheel drive, you know, front suspension, rear suspension, all the body stuff, all the brake stuff, you know, paint colors, wheels and tires, and then, you know, special notes, interior, electrical, fuel system, fluid capacities, and then I got some maintenance spots where you can write some of your maintenance stuff down. And then probably the rear 2/3 of the book is just pretty much like doodle space and just stuff where you can write, you know, what your upgrades were and all that stuff. So should come in handy for some guys. That's what I've been working on for probably about 2 months, trying to get all that together, and they finally sent me some author copies of it. So hopefully somebody gets some use out of it. I wrote like some funny things in the back, like put whatever you want on this page, some picture pages, wish list page. I've left many of those, you know, plenty. Some doodle pages, you know, everything a car dude needs, and then just lines. You know, this is mainly for, I figured, for upgrade stuff. And then I think that's about it. Yeah, aftermarket parts list. You put all that kind of stuff in the back. I mean, you probably put a lot of that stuff in the engine, you know, the engine part too. So, but they're on Amazon. They're like $7. I've got like 10 of them here that I'll be selling for the same price. I think that's how much they are. Let me check that real quick before I shoot myself in the foot, but I think that's what I did them at. Let's see. Let me make sure here real quick. Let me pull it over here so I can. What's up, Rob? I didn't even see you there. Sorry. I am a publishing author now. Yeah. It's really simple. Like a kindergartner could have wrote in here what I wrote, but I mean, I did do a lot of research. Like, I tried to get as specs, as technical as I could, like, on the fuel system, tried to make all the specifications that you would try and remember or keep, or, it wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but I mean, the easiest job. And I'm sure that I want to send them to a couple people, and have them, critique it and let me know what they think. Trying to check this real quick, and I'm actually, it's $6.99 on Amazon. I can put a link up probably or something, but like I said, I can. I'll probably put them on my eBay store because I'm trying to get all the merch stuff set up. So that's my big announcement for the week. I'm also going to be doing, because we're going to be doing bracket racing with Hunter in the S10. I'm doing a drag racing logbook also, which will be like the same thing, but it'll just be, logs throughout it. I think I might be able to pull a picture up of it. Let's see. Well, shoot, where is it? Yeah, anyway, it's I have it blocked them. Rob. I'll do it. Block. That's the second time they've done that. Block. Okay, Rob got it. All right, thank you. Report that. That's the second time that person has done that. Jackass. Yeah, see this? Whenever you see this come up, don't click on that shit. I know. For some reason, it's not letting me remove it. Oh, it did remove it. Okay. Excuse me. I ought to go to her stuff and put all my links on there. Like, here, you want to post your links? We're going to post our links. Did you see my book, Rob? My secret project that I didn't even tell anybody. I didn't even tell myself about this. This is like, when the box came, I was like, whoa, I did that? Yeah, it is beer 30. I'm drinking the champagne of beers tonight. So anyway, yep. So I did that. I'll probably make a proper video about it. Try and get the lighting where it'll be a little bit better. Excuse me. I have been talking about it, haven't I? Well, I don't remember when it was, but man, I was down here. Gosh, I was on the computer for like 3 days, piecing together what I wanted to put in there. And I actually, about half of this book is stuff that I've been writing for like, I don't know, probably, well, a year. I mean, since this is I've started using this when I started YouTube, and this book's completely full. And we're actually on to the, hey Wendy, and actually I'm on to the second one now. As you can see, this is a lot of the stuff that went in the book actually. So yeah, it's, I like just hid down here and just was tacking away. So I'll go over it again here in a minute. Thanks for the deer meat, by the way. I haven't made anything with it yet, but I think I'm gonna make some chili this weekend because it's gonna be cold. Excuse me, my sinuses are on fire. Dang it. Anyway, let's see if I can get. You're not a mod. Yeah, I can make you a mod. That's easy enough. Yeah, that's all I have is mods in it. One of these days when I get big time. Let's see. Where are we at? Go here. Excuse me. I made meatball sandwiches and they're talking back. Make me bolt. I've been getting after this 10 pretty good. I pretty much got the driver's side, well roughed in, and I got the excuse me, I'm sorry. I got the let's see, the community Taco Tuesday, yeah. Let's see. Click on that. Oop, sorry. I haven't done backstraps in forever. I think the last time I did them in the crock pot, but I plan on doing those in my smoker for sure because I know that's a good cut of meat, and I gotta remember how to do this. I think this is how I do it. Oh. Anyway, I'll fix it later. Yeah, I think that's how I want to do those is in the smoker. I don't really know. How do you guys cook yours? Rob does his in the smoker. With this, I think excuse me. What else we got going here? Make sure I don't have anybody trying to get in or yeah, okay. You got plenty of strat, yeah. Do you guys cook them on the grill or do you make stew out of them? Or I mean, I'm sure there's a bazillion ways you could do it. I'm sure. Mountain eel, yeah, that's about right. Better mountain oysters. Man, I might go get me a cough drop, I think. Yeah, I figured they'd be good on the smoker, right? Stop. He's over here freaking out again. Ooh, that does sound good. Cheesesteak. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen the whole backstrap before. Yeah, it's a big old long muscle. Yeah, cheesesteaks does sound good with it though. That's the thing. Hunter and I'll probably be the only ones to eat it. So if I make chili, Bruno will probably eat some too. But guys at work will tear it up, so it ain't no big deal. And it won't go. It won't go waste. I'm gonna go get a cough drop. I'll be right back. All right. I think maybe I was a little hot and I got a cough drop, so more for you, yeah. Yeah, definitely more for me because it won't go to waste. I'll damn sure eat it. That's for sure. Turn these lights down. Whoops, the wrong way. I'll try to turn them down in my face. Bright light. There we go. Clip this one down a little bit. There we go. That's more better. Dan. Yeah, we know you're at your favorite work. Take it somebody must not have showed up. That's why you're at work, because usually you're home by now, right? Yeah, he was the first one that he commented earlier, same thing. Like as soon as I put it up, I'm at fucking work. Well, shit. Oh, you guys sent me plenty. That's no worries there. I'll make something out of what I got for sure. What it do? Here, here's Dan. he's a, he's a happy cat. Anyway, so that's what I've been working on, among other things. So I got the passenger side floor cut out of the truck. A friend of mine messaged me the other day, said he's got a roll bar hoop that he never used. If we were gonna, well, first he asked if we were gonna if I was putting a roll bar in it, and I was like, yeah, because Hunter's gonna be driving it. So, and plus the roll bars make them work better anyway. So he's got the hoop, and Rob's got a couple bars. I think we can use a little bit of. I gotta find those bars for him, but we may need to use them on Rob's car too. But nevertheless, I can go get that straight tubing over at that Woodman Automotive with that guy that did T's roll bar. I'm sure he'll sell me that stuff by the foot. He's pretty cool cat. I could probably get him to put a couple bends in it because I really want to run. I don't want to run the rear bars through the window. I hate that, and you got to put that stupid plastic window in the back with the notches. I don't like that. I want to cut the holes in the roof like Lovins did on his Dodges, on his Dakotas. Yeah, venison and sausage would be good. So I could probably get him to bend me a couple bars, cut them and bend them, and I can notch them and do whatever. He's pretty cool. I said I'd like to run those bars out the back and then run a real short bar because if the truck's not going to be fast enough to have a roll bar anyway, and where we're going to be going with it, they're probably not that damn picky about them anymore anyway. I think you can run 1150 now without a roll bar, so that truck ain't going to be nowhere near that. Actually, the first time we take it out, it's still going to have the 4-cylinder, and we're going to try and blow it up. We might get kicked out. So, you know how that goes. But for all you that missed it, I have a book now that I made, a car build journal. It's available on Amazon. I'm doing an eBay store with my merch with these black t-shirts, which I have a limited number of them right now, but I've got them small all the way to 2X, but not very many of them right now. I just want to see how they're going to sell. This is available on Amazon. You can just look up car build journal or Jason's Garage Inc. and it'll come up. But it's pretty much put all your vehicle information in here, all the parts you used on it. If you hodgepodge 3 or 4 cars together, there's enough space in here and spots to put everything. What body you use, what frame you use, what engine, what transmission, what rear end, what front differential, what transfer case. So for $7, I don't think you can beat it. I know the one I've been looking at is about $30, but the one for $30 is nice. It's the spiral bound, and it's a full size book. This is like a paperback size, So, excuse me. That's enough of my shameful plugs tonight. I know it's cold outside and nobody's really wanting to work on much right now. It sucks. I don't even want to go out in the garage when it's this cold because you just can't get it warm. Cannot get it warm. I did buy myself a Christmas present. I ordered myself a real small. I mean, this thing is like this big. A little flux core wire welder. So I can just, put it like inside the truck with me and weld, and I don't have to worry about gas. I've been using Rob's welder and I ran it out of gas. I gotta go get him some gas. I ain't gonna leave him without no gas, but I just thought for little projects like what I'm doing spot welds and stuff, I don't need a big fancy welder like that. A little fluxy will be nice, and plus I think I can. It's an inverter one, so I think I can actually run off my generator. So if something bad happens, we can go out with the little flux core and weld up some stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for spring. Yeah, Wendy's van needs an oil change. Yeah, I heard that. I know my truck needs a transmission service in it too. I got everything to do it, but no way, Jose. Everybody's like, yeah, Christmas is over. It's time to move on. You had your chance of snow. Now beat it. Sick of this shit. No. I haven't even. Don says he has oil. I have everything to do mine. I'm like inertia. A body at rest stays at rest. A body in motion stays in motion. I just stay at rest all the time. Nobody big enough to kick me in the ass and get me moving. I heard a good joke the other day. I don't know if you guys might not like it, but you want to hear a joke? Oh, he did tie rod in on the stang. Nice. Nice. I didn't do shit yesterday. I was on vacation yesterday. I was on standby all weekend, so I couldn't really drink or anything. So I was like, well, I'll take my first vacation day of the year. Yeah, it's not good, is it, Don? Yeah. And it sucks because we've had a couple decent days, kind of, 2 or 3 days in a row. Well, I think it was New Year's Eve. Me and Hunter were out there working on the truck and we had the garage door open. I was like, man, this is nice. Sun was shining. Yeah, it's not good. We got a good 3 months of it left, 3 or 4 months of it to go. I hate it. It's like Hunter said, he graduates like the first week of April from welding school. I'm like, man, shit, it's liable to be snowing still. And it worked, yeah. Yeah, you're definitely probably getting cabin fever if you haven't worked since then. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a creep up on you. Special oil filter and gaskets that you use for Norm's carburetor. It happens. That probably takes that little top loader oil filter plastic thing while Bobby done it. Oh, my joke. So this guy, the police call this guy, Bubba, and and they're like, hey, you come down to the police station, one day here soon? He's like, oh yeah, why? What's the matter? And I'm like, well, I just need you to come down. I need to talk to you about your friend Jimmy. And he did work on Christmas Eve. Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah. So anyway, he goes down to the police station. The police officer's like, hey, I need you to come in the back. He's like, I think I got your friend Jimbo back here. He's all burnt up. We can't really identify him. You think maybe you could, maybe help us identify the body? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he goes back and he looks at him and he's like, man. He said, can you turn him over? Turns him over and he's like, nope, that's not Jimbo. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, thanks for stopping by. And then he says, well, your other friend, there was 3 of you ran around all the time. Can you have him come in? And he says, yeah. So he gets his other buddy to come in and they're like, hey, we think we got your friend Bubba back here. He's all burnt up. We're trying to identify him. He says, I think maybe you could help us identify the body. And He says, yeah. He goes in and does the same thing, and he's like, man, he's really burned up. He says, well, can you roll him over? The guy's like, yeah, it's weird, but yeah, I'll roll him over. As soon as he rolls him over, he looks around, he's like, no, that's not Bubba. He's like, okay. He's like, if you don't mind, he's like, how do you know it's not Bubba? He's like, well, every time me and Jimbo and Bubba was, going into the bar or whatever, everybody in the bar said, oh, there's Bubba and his two assholes. I don't know. I thought it was funny. That's a dad joke. I got that stuck in my tooth. Anyway, how about the football? Anybody watch the football? I don't think we've ever even talked about sports on here. Dan got it. Wendy got it. They just assumed he must have had two assholes. No, not him. He's only got one. He did. Shame he's retiring, but I mean, I know he's beat up. I've seen that dude play in the Super Bowl with his feet taped up with broken ankles and shit. I mean, that guy is a tank. Yeah, he gets to play at least one more game before he retires. Yeah, the Bengals are the conference champs. I've seen Green Bay, the number one seed. Sorry, I got messages coming through. Nothing important. I'm a big college ball guy myself. I'm an Ohio State fan, which you probably gathered that before. They won their bowl game at least, barely. They're just such a young team, and the quarterback makes big mistakes. Michigan got beat, which I'm not surprised. Cincinnati got beat, which I'm not surprised. But Cincinnati is one tough little team, but they're just not. They're not SEC team. They're not at that level yet, but they're pretty damn good. I see the streaker leave the field. Was there a streaker? Is that what you said? The bungholes. Yeah, the Browns are out, I think, too. Oh, no, they play the Browns this week, I think. I never have been a Bengals fan myself, so Antonio Brown. UC is really good this year. Luke Fickell is doing a damn good job with that team. I mean, they were 13-0 when they went into that game with Alabama, and truthfully, I thought Alabama was not even going to let them score. I thought it was going to be like 54-0 blowout. So I got to give it to them guys. They played some ball. I mean, wasn't they're not at that level with Georgia and Alabama. They're just not at that level. Ohio State wasn't at that level this year. So, but so since we don't have car stuff to talk about, racing's all over. I didn't see that Antonio Brown thing, but I saw some memes about it, and I didn't even know what it was. I just caught the highlights of the. I caught the tail end of the Pittsburgh game last night, and then because Pittsburgh was playing Cleveland, right? Yeah, fuck, I can't remember. And then I caught the tail end of the Wisconsin game earlier, or Green Bay, and yeah, I just caught bits and pieces of games all weekend, pretty much. The only game I watched half of was lose. So yeah, they have grease fitting on it. I got trucks with 20,000 miles that work with shit falling off of them. Got the Philippine fall aparts. That's what my old boss used to say. No grease fitting. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me nowadays. They don't have grease fittings on them. I'll tell you what I do when I get one and it doesn't have a grease fitting on it. Um, we call them ball needles. They make a grease needle going in the grease gun. It's like a hypodermic. And instead of poking a hole in the boot, because I mean, I know a lot of guys don't like doing that because then all the grease just comes out most of the time. I mean, you can get grease in them, but before I put it on, I where the shaft comes through the boot, I slide it in between the boot and that, and I just pump that sucker full of grease and then put it on. I don't know if it makes them last longer or not. To tell you the truth, I think what it is when they're putting them together, there's a little Teflon bushing in there between the ball and the socket, and I think that Teflon's just probably plastic or just shitty material that doesn't last anymore. But like I said, I do that ball needle trick. It makes me feel better, I guess, But usually the only amount of grease that's in those things is what it takes to put them together, literally to pop them together. So need to rework the front end on Norm, yeah. That's what I try and do, Dan. I have a couple good ideas every now and again. Now you won't ever see me take one apart and do that. I'll stick the damn thing right in the side of it, Unless I can get underneath of it. If I can get underneath of it without poking a hole in it, I'll do it. But I ain't gonna take it back apart and do it. But it's just always easier right there on the shaft because it's got that taper so you can get it in there. My useless fact of the day. Every now and then I come up with something that's halfway decent. Man, kicking my ass. I've been stuffed up for about 2 weeks. I think last week when I did my live, I was feeling pretty good, but I don't know if you guys watching those metalworking videos I did. I sound like Snuffy Snuffleupagus. All stuffed it up. What else? COVID shit. Heard on the news. I know I hate listening to the news because all they want to do is scare the shit out of you. Said our highest. Really? Really, Steve Gardner? Motherfuckers. I guess I just got to go through and block these guys. I had to just block another one of those damn things, Rob. Steve Gardner this time. I want to go to these people's pages and just screw with them. Of course, they don't care. They're all dickheads anyway. Need to replace the vehicle communication integration module. That's what she said. See, that's why we need the book to write this shit down so we don't forget. No, I'm just playing. Sometimes it's, yeah, exactly. I think you're right. I don't think it is them. I think it's somebody pirating their shit. They did it twice last week. One of them was that same name, that Brittany name came up, and then this Steve Gardner, I don't think that was the same one, but it's probably one person just randomly throwing up shit. It's like, get a fucking life. Go do your own live stream, you idiot. What I miss? Oh. You have to change that that VCIM on the truck or on the Blazer? Yeah, might have been a 76. It would have been the big car though, like the Diplomat or something, I'm sure. On your truck? That sucks. You put those fender wells in it and fucked it up. They all seem to have their one quirky thing. What I have noticed, like with the 2500s, is the trailer brake control module. Trailer brake control modules always screwed up in those things, and it's not the module usually; it's the wiring. Just shit. The wiring where they put that thing above that spare tire, man, it just chews them up. I'm getting real good at them. I've done like 5 of them now. Hell, I've worked on mine twice. I got to get after that rust on mine. That's what I got to get after. Especially on that cab corner. That makes me mad. I never could get figured out with Brian to get that back fixed where somebody backed into me. Stock uppers a year later, newer. Yeah, bushings probably are shot in those. And that's got a weird bushing. If it's got that short torsion bar front end on it, they got a real strange bushing in there, if I remember correctly. It's a pain in the neck. And the ball joints thread in and all kinds of weird shit. I mean, it can be done, though. Just not when it's fucking 2 degrees outside. And we've done our fair share of those, haven't we, Rob? You never really been under it, yeah. Yeah, if he put disc brakes on it, he probably had to change the spindle and stuff on it, the knuckle. Oh, shit. Sorry. I didn't get my nap today. I'm still pissed that they took nap time away at work. You know, like when you went to kindergarten, you played for a little while, took a nap, got up, had a snack, then you went home. Like, no nap time at work anymore. It's bullshit. I'm like, I'm filing agreements. We need nap time from now on. Like about 2 o'clock after lunch, a 30-minute lunch or 30-minute nap time. So I got some new subscribers lately, which is pretty cool. Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy. Watch your ass. Potatoes too. Turkey will put your ass out. Yeah, I've gotten a few new subscribers though in the last. Got like 6 in the last week, so I must be doing something better. Probably from me working on this old rusty shit. Man, I feel like the do. Looks like I've had. Looks like I had like 8 people in here. Anyway. Nice. Yeah, I think it is. I think they're digging the S10 stuff. And I have so much to do to it. It's crazy. I want to get, once I get the floors down, I want to seam seal them, and then I want to put some of that like Dynamat. Like, I can't afford Dynamat, but there's some generic stuff I saw on another guy's channel. It's called Kill Mat or Hush Mat or something like that. You can get it on eBay. And just, you roll it on with in a sticky back, silverback, and then it's a sound deadener and a heat, heat shield. I'm gonna put that down, and then if I can afford it, I'll put a new rug in it. But if not, I'm just gonna put the old rubber mat back in it. Like I said, all we're gonna be doing is driving it here, short trips, and then bracket racing it and tearing it up, I'm going to use, I think I'm going to do rivets on the passenger side. Yeah. Everything but where the, everything but where that mount welds to the inner rocker. I think I'm going to, well, no, I can, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to rivet it all because that'll be a good, because I mean, why can't I rivet it? Because it's all the same thickness sheet metal. So yeah, I think I'm going to do it with rivets this time. If not, if I feel like I need to weld it all, I'll probably just tack it in a couple spots with that flux core welder. I don't think you were here when I was talking about it. I got a little tiny flux core wire feed welder coming. It weighs like 10 pounds. Yeah, exactly. Like an airplane. Yeah. Yeah. Like an old bomber, those, what they make those, salt flat cars out of, like fuel tanks or something, didn't they? And real streamlined deals. But yeah, I think I am going to do that. I've been hawing around about it, but it's actually the way I cut the shape out. It's pretty like, cutting. It's not going to be a lot of real complex angles like the other side. So yeah, as long as the inner rocker is good. If the inner rocker is not good, then I'm probably I'll weld the inner rocker into the cab, and then I can rivet to that stuff. Yeah, belly tanks. There you go. Thank you. But yeah, I really would like to do that just so I could show that, hey, you don't have to have a welder to do this. I mean, I've seen guys literally get a floor pan, cut the old piece out. I mean, a preformed one, and then they'll just put like liquid nails down and then shoot like sheet metal screws in it and be done with it. I'm looking for more function and not form. I like rat rod stuff, and this one's going to be a lot rattier than roddier, let me tell you. For sure. But it'll be fun. And like I say, I've got so much of it to do. It's going to be crazy. And like I say, I know that's why I've been busting ass the past couple weeks, because I know it's going to get too cold where I ain't going to want to go out there. My bones don't like being on that ground, that concrete anymore. His screws are janky, right? I think it would look cool, like you said, like an airplane deal. Yeah, I do want to do a gasser one of these days. You know what I saw the other day on YouTube? A gasser with a Fiero body on it. This thing was nuts. It had a straight axle in the front and everything. You guys will have to look it up. Yeah, no on the screws, right? I use those sheet metal screws to hold stuff in line. Yeah, cardboard on the concrete, definitely. I got some moving blankets out there. They work pretty good. So they like to catch on fire. But yeah, I use the little sheet metal screws just to hold everything in place till I get it all tacked in and welded. So I use them like, I really want to, if one of these days, I want to buy a set of those Clecos. I don't know if you guys ever seen them. It's like a temporary rivet. Got little special pliers and you unload it and it's got like a little spring loaded deal that opens up and it holds it for you. Yeah, you're on dirt. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do the screws. I see cars come in when I remember when I was working on it and like just riddled with sheet metal screws in the floor. Like, oh my God. My buddy that does my tattoo work, he had a Camaro that got wrecked. And that's how he wanted me to do it. Yeah, the Clecos, yeah. It's actually with a C. But well, actually it is with a K, you're right. Sorry. But yeah, he wanted me to do that. He was like, yeah, I want all them screws to there. It's like, looks like Hellboy or something. And I'm like, oh, I don't like doing it this way. I'm like, I could just put a little pop rivet in there, man. It'd be cool. Yeah, and I see him coming with pop rivets. I'm like, that's cool. You know, that don't bother me. Like at work, we'll have a plow truck or something with the floor dug through, and I'll cut out a piece of aluminum diamond plate, throw it down, and just get the riveted on it. You know, we don't have time to be pulling carpet out and welding it and stuff. But I think the rivets would be cool. I mean, once you got that all riveted together, that sucker's gonna be strong, man. You know. Like I said, airplanes are riveted together. So, did you see my book, Dan? I don't know if you did or not. Drove through a brake line. Don't tip me. Actually, the slide I already did had the fuel lines, the brake lines, the electrical, the shifter cable, the speedometer cable. I already went over all that, and I didn't mess anything up so far. There was wiring and everything under that one. So yeah, I got it. He didn't see it. So long story short, Jason's Garage Inc. Car Build Journal available on Amazon. I've got 10 of them here. I'll probably sell them on my eBay store. But anyway, you can put all your car info, you know, what frame it is, what kind of car it is a hot rod, a track car, or a show car, pictures of it. I know everybody's already seen this, but I just want to go through it real quick. All your engine specifications, you can write them all in here. You know, camshaft, special notes, transmission, transfer case, front differential if it's 4-wheel drive, you know, front wheel drive, what have you. Literally everything, like front suspension, rear suspension, wheels and tires, body and paint, drive shafts, suspension, front suspension, rear suspension. I mean, literally, I tried to make sure, excuse me, I tried to make sure I put everything in here. You know, all the entertainment system, your stereo system, electrical system, fuel system, fluid capacities, maintenance, and then about the last third of it is just like aftermarket parts list, and then just like blank stuff like doodle pages, you know, whatever you want here, blah 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 blah, and you know, thanks for using this crazy car journal. Jason's Garage Inc. Check it out on YouTube. There you go. $6.99 on Amazon. Open the other one. Oh, you mean my other book? The The one that I started all this from. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. This is the one where I was figuring out all of this and this. This is this year's. I just started this. Well, this is like, I worked on that book for about 3 months. So mainly that's what I have in here. This is the one, this book, this is the book I started. I started this when I started YouTube. I mean, it's just full of random shit and notes. Drag strip time slips. Then you got these guys like the big guys on TV do when you take it all, take an engine out of a car, you unhook all this. Yeah. So, and Rob knows I've been talking about doing this for years, and I just never got around to it. But I mean, I did. This is full, like both sides of the pages and notes, and I'm on to my second one, and so I came up with this one. Oh no, my other book is drag race logbook, where you can write your time slips down in it. I wish I could show you that. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can just show you the cover of it. Let me 1 second. I don't know if this will let me show it or not. Yeah, that's the first edition of that book. And then I did this one. This one I really didn't have as much time in because it's yeah, we did. I know. Yeah, I did do a lot of that shit. Let's see. Here's my bookshelf. Let me see if I can. I think I can share just this side. Let me see. I think I can actually show you both of them. Share screen. This screen. All right. So here's the drag racing logbook. Here's the car build journal. See, they're $6.99. They are live. As you can see, I submitted those back in December. Well, I started on them back in December, I should say. I wasn't finished with it yet. It took them a couple weeks to print the first, what do they call it? Author. Excuse me. They call them author copies, is what they call them. So, no, it's just like paperback. See, it's just a little. I don't think it has anything on the. Yeah, it's just a little. This one's 107 pages. I think they have to be at least 100 pages for me to get them in paperback, if I remember right. There's a lot of work, but I'm ready to do some other stuff now if these take off. And like I said, they literally, when you order them, they print them and send them right to you. It's so cool. I wish I could see. I could show you one of the pages from that drag strip thingamabob. Oh yeah, yeah, you can get it autographed. Well, as long as it's from me, you'll get it autographed. Yeah. I'm setting up an eBay store with the t-shirts. The only thing on there right now is this black t-shirt with all the check engine light stuff, and just type in Jason's Garage Inc. But I will have these on there so you can, yeah. Eventually, that's just another another thing that you have to do. It takes so much time, man. It's like working 40 hours a week, and like I'm having to fall asleep. Oh, it was Don. Sorry. But yes, you can get it autographed, no problem. I'll even autograph it with my blood. Just put your finger in it. No, not really. That's gross. So, that's the fun beginnings of this year. And my light went out. So, with that, I've been on here an hour and my voice is getting ready to go out. So, with that, hoping to have the money for that for Gil's motor. Yeah. I got the stuff for Bill's, so I'm just trying to get the S10 where it's done. I can put the seat in and just get it out of there. But now James has got that roll bar deal, so I'm like, we may just end up just pushing it out and pushing it back. I mean, it runs. Hunter had to borrow the battery out of it, but it's in there. I just got to put it back in and hook it up. It's just sitting in his kitchen. Yeah, that sucks. They stole that car, man. That's bullshit. Anyway, like I said, I'm about to lose my voice, so I will talk at you all soon. I appreciate you all stopping by. I appreciate the dare meat from Don and Wendy for sure. We're going to eat that this weekend. Maybe I need to eat that to make me feel better. So, with that, I'm not going to say get out there and fix something because the weather sucks. Put your ass on the couch and have a brewski. And I will catch you on the flip side.